Hey everyone, this is J-Dog and I'm here with another video. Well, tragedy has struck. Des Moines man, 17, charged in death of 8-month-old biracial child. So apparently, this article comes from Atlantic Black Star, from Ta-Nehisi Coates. I think I've did articles by this person and by this website. So it's talking about what happened. Let's actually look at this video, shall we?
Now, 17-year-old Jaden Strait turned himself into police early this morning. He's now being charged with murder and child endangerment. His 8-month-old daughter, Biracial Strait, was dropped off at Mercy Hospital on Friday. She had serious head injuries and she died on Saturday.
Local 5's Erica Rankin is outside Mercy Hospital tonight after speaking with police.
This is a heartbreaking situation. Officials tell me baby Raja arrived here at Mercy Hospital around 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. That's when Mercy put in the call to police to come investigate the injuries they found.
They were injuries that weren't accidental, nothing that an 8-month-old child could probably generate on their own.
A full investigation was launched after police say they saw the suspicious injuries.
Based on the medical opinion of the physicians and also what we learned doing our investigation, that there was a very small window of time there where that child was left alone with the person that we charged.
That person is 17-year-old Jaden Strait, who police say had the child at home all day.
And there were some times where there were some other family members present, but again, based on the medical opinion of the physicians who treated the child and our investigation, that small window of time, well, he was the only one with the child.
Police have been in contact with the family for the past 48 hours. Then around 2 in the morning on Sunday, police got a surprise.
Yeah, we'd had contact with him and the family throughout the investigation. There was a period there where we weren't really sure where he was, but we were able to talk to him a little bit. He came in, turned himself in after meeting with detectives.
Strait will be charged with first-degree murder and child endangerment causing death.
And you've got an 8-month-old child that can't speak for themselves, can't defend themselves, totally dependent upon an adult to take care of them. It's definitely a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching case.
We spoke with neighbors who did not want to go on camera, but they say that they were shocked when they heard this news and that they have heavy hearts for the baby. They also say that they haven't seen the family since the incident happened. In Des Moines, Erica Rankin, Local 5 News, We Are Iowa.
All right. So they have arrested the guy, and the guy is now charged with first-degree murder. And what you see here is the biracial child, and this is most likely the mother, a black woman. I looked at let's see here, the description of this guy. So let's look at the description of this guy. This is supposed to be what the guy looks like. Now this is the baby again, but this is what the guy looked like. This is a white male by the name of Jaden Strait. And this is the baby, and this is the mother. So apparently someone noticed that the baby had mysterious injuries, probably through medical exams or just by looking at the baby. And eventually the baby was injured, had to go to the hospital, was trying to get medical treatment, but unfortunately the baby did not survive. Let's see what more of the article has to say here. So let's actually read this article. Police have charged 17-year-old Des Moines man in the murder of his 8-month-old child, who died Saturday after arriving in the hospital with several traumatic injuries. Jaden Strait turned himself into authorities on Sunday and is now facing charges of first-degree murder and child endangerment resulting in death. The Des Moines registering report, Strait is currently being held at the Polk County Jail with a line of $1.6 million bond. Now, this article came out maybe couple days ago, a week or something. I'm not sure if the guy got out on bail or whatever, or still in jail. But we know he has been charged. On Friday, which most likely was last week, Des Moines police were sent to Mercy's Hospital to investigate reports of an 8-month-old with serious injuries. Court documents, it shows Roger Strait, that's the name of the baby, Roger Strait, most likely the name of the baby, suffered internal injuries as well as a traumatic head injury not limited to multiple skull fractures, a ruptured spleen, multiple broken ribs, and massive rectal hemorrhage. That means the baby had hemorrhoids, which was probably most likely a rectal or whatsoever incident. No way a baby her size can do this by accident. Unless, of course, the bad parenting. This had been because of what happened with parents. I could expect that the person has probably been beating this child or something, or just dropping the baby. You know, I probably don't need to read the rest of the article. The video also tells it, and we just saw the description. Now I haven't heard anything about what the mother has said, and regardless of what has happened to her child, she's probably devastated that the child is dead. She has not even said anything about the husband. Also, I want to point out where you have some of these black men who bash white women, and then you have but you have black women bashing black men, not because they just want to bash them, because turns out that they end up in these interracial relationships. I mean, if you want to enter in a racial relationship, that's fine. Just don't force it on me or anyone else in the community. But if you're not in the relationship because of love, but just because so you can bash your own community, that's a problem. You have some of these black women who say that white man is the perfect man. I am in a relationship because he's the perfect man, and these black men are evil and stuff like that. Don't trust black men. But then, as their relationship continues, that so-called white knight in shining armor ends up being a demon, being a monster, being the villain in the story, and ends up killing killing them or killing their child or stuff. And then another saying for if you had a white woman attacking a black child who happens to be the child of a black father, that black father would be bashing black women, saying that black women have attitudes and stuff like that. My white woman whatsoever is the prettiest thing ever. But his princess end up becoming a witch and ends up harming their black biracial child, and then they end up regretting what they said about regretting not being with their own kind. This is just another example of swirling and interracial dating gone wrong. That's why a lot of black people that I follow, like Terrain Rain, Lisa Cabrera, Tariq, why you hear people like Cynthia G, New Possibilities, whether you like them or hate them, why most of them end up promoting more, stopping the increase of interracial relationships and promoting more black love, more black couples, more black families, more black relationships. And we know other communities will do the same, promote more of their communities' relationships, while people who are not involved in interracial relationships will promote more of being with their own, because of stuff like this. So for people who would like to continue to bash the black community so they could be in an interracial relationship, that white partner of yours may not be the hero either. In fact, majority of the time, and at least in the stories I've seen so far, the majority of the time, the biggest villain has been the white partner. But now, I'll leave a link to the article in the comment section and in the description box. And you could also write down in the comment section, what do you think about this video? Share this video, share this article. Yeah. When you have people like Karis Kuzanik trying to promote swirling, try to say that white is the way to go, and then it turns out that's not always the case. In the case of this story right here, that's where the real issue is. I bet you someone like Karen Kuznick is going to ignore this story so that she could continue to promote this lie of this swirl movement. She'll try to avoid listening to stories like this just to bring up an agenda. Yeah, I've looked at a lot of stories, and it's like a lot of these people in interracial relationships in this era of Trump are now starting to get their wake-up call. You have white women accusing black men of rape. You have white men killing black women. You have white women setting up black men to be killed. So yeah, these black men who bash black women to get with white women, and these black women who bash black men to get with white men, are now starting to get their wake-up call. Especially in this era of Trump. And this is just another story. We just had a story of a white man who has black biracial twins, and he got caught saying racist stuff on Twitter and stuff like that. So yeah, this swirl movement just to bash the black community, well, now looks like the swirl movement may not be the best thing at all. But once again, like I said earlier, leave your comment in the comment section. See what you think about this story. Make sure you share this video, share the article. Maybe make your own, if you make videos, make your own videos about this story. We need this story spread all over the internet and media, because we know the mainstream media is going to ignore this story. Make sure you subscribe to me, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I come up with another video. I do videos on YouTube, Black Junction TV, Black Spot TV. I'm on Twitter. I'm on blackjunction.com and I'm on blackspot.com. So that's all I have to say. Thank you for your time, and I hope to catch y'all in another video.